And social media has taken on President Akufo-Addo in the last 12 hours over comments he made during a tour of the Bono region about Under-Fire Health Minister Kweku Agyeman-Manu. Some have described the comments as the strongest indication that the minister, who is under pressure to quit over making several admissions of procurement breaches in the Sputnik deal, has the support of the president. Well, we'll get into all of that in a short time. Civil society groups we know have also been reacting to this. But first, let's bring you just a sense of what the president said on his tour of the Bono region yesterday. Exactly what he said.
It is the first time Kweku Agyeman-Manu, health minister, has been seen in public since news broke that he had taken a 2-week leave. Attending an event in the Bono region, he was in close proximity with President Akufo-Addo at the commissioning of a tomato factory worth 16 million cedis, coincidentally the same amount paid to Sheikh Maktoum. Reaction to his leave has been swift, spun as an attempt to cool off following severe bad press since the report from a parliamentary probe cited him for multiple procurement breaches.
This is what St. Francis said: Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. All things being said, this report is good for democracy.
This was worsened by confirmation that the finance minister had already paid monies in advance for some 300,000 Sputnik V vaccines, which were never delivered by third-party contractor Sheikh Al Maktoum. Consequently, Mr. Agyeman-Manu has been under pressure to leave his job as the minority and the NDC demand his sack.
He had no lawful justification for advancing payment to the supplier, because the transaction was unconstitutional, unlawful, and null and void. This transaction violated the public procurement law.
Minister of Health, and Papa, Nomadis Agyeman-Manu. What bread health or guso.
So you heard the ending that particular cue, President Akufo-Addo, during that particular tour of the Bono region. And as you can imagine, a lot of social media reactions have followed the president's pronouncement. Let's just give you a sense of what people have been talking about across platforms, especially on Facebook. So this one by Ahmed Lukman, he says, "We remembered when he was looking for power, and this attitude now. The difference makes one realize how cheap politicians take us." That's one of the comments there. Now, this one, Kwejo Owisu says, "Oh, so Nana is aware of what is going on. I thought he hasn't heard about it." So that's another comment on Facebook. Now, this one from Job Dira, he says, "No one is talking of a project you commissioned for this diversionary joke on a serious, sensational issue." So he, I guess, have a diversionary view on this. Now, Matthew Nana Beidu says, "What's wrong with what the president said? Is he not working hard at the health ministry?" And then Nicholas Amevo says, "It's pathetic the way the president is trivializing the issue, seeing how swiftly he dealt with Charlotte Osei's procurement matter. His nonchalant remarks only go to show he's taking the matter with a pinch of salt." So that's Nicholas Amevo there. Then let me take a final one. Star Voice says, "Honestly, Nana-Addo is a disappointment. So this is finally a matter to be toyed with, right? Corruption crusader indeed." So those are some of the comments on Facebook. Now, we know civil society groups have been reacting to this. We'll be getting to them on Zoom. Also, we'll be getting to our correspondent who will give us exactly what context the president was speaking in during that tour of the Bono region. One way to get those individuals to engage in the conversation. Let's